So the first show, Madison, Wisconsin. Now, Joe and I, we really, I have bits that we're going to do, and we're going to bring up the local football team, and we're going to stoke the place out. That we have,
it was the college team. It was the college team.
Yeah.
They wanted us to shoot T-shirts out of a cannon. I had this old lady video. Remember listening?
I hated
to
that
Metallica?
video.
I know you did.
Yeah. And she was gonna like, she was like a classical woman. Like, all right, everybody, let's do Metallica. And it was like, I'm like, dude, I don't know, bro. Like,
right. So I had all these ideas, and we didn't know what to expect. So right out of the gate, though, the crew, the production manager was not a fan of us.
we got hazed a little bit.
We got
hazed, not even a little.
We got hazed hard.
Yeah, we did get hazed.
We got hazed hard.
They did not. You know what it was? The one thing I got to say is with Jim and I, every time we tried to get together to talk about going on tour with Metallica, because I don't want people to think we're morons. We would sit down and we would have these meetings. We got Jim, we're going on tour with Metallica. But what would happen is we both start drinking beers and we would just get so excited that we were going on tour with Metallica. We just started listening to Metallica.
Right.
That's all we would do.
Right.
I mean, that makes sense.
But
That's
then
exactly what I would do.
But then when we showed up, we were so excited to be there. But the crew, and
You can tell. So, first of all, we're they fly us in, and we're with the Metallica crew are all in one hotel. So like, wow, there's like 100-something people here.
Yep.
There's 7 tour buses. There's 21 semis. Like, this is insane. And so you're like, where are we supposed to meet? Oh, I think we're supposed to meet right here. Well, we weren't supposed to meet right there. We were supposed to meet over there. So we're kind of keeping the van.
bus. No, we were late on first bus call.
First bus call. Me and Joe late, right? We come running over like, sorry, we were waiting over there, and we didn't know. And what Lug say? Lug said something like,
No, it was the guitar. It was Kirk's guitar tech.
Justin?
Yeah, the English guy.
He did not like Joe.
He goes, yeah. He looks at Jimmy and I, and he goes, "Is this?" I can't do his accent.
He was like, "Is this something we'll be looking forward to
every day.
every day?"
And
Lug was like, "So I hope this doesn't become a habit." Like right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
It would have been
This
better
is
if
not
they
a
said.
good
Yeah,
gig.
it would have been better if they said, "We don't really want you here."
Right.
And the only reason you're here is because you're friends with the guys.
So,
Like,
so
that's
you got mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Is what it sounds like.
A little bit. So now we go to the arena and we're checking out everything, and I look at the laminate. I'm like, oh god, like this is really going down. I can walk wherever I want. I can go in their dressing room. I can do whatever I want. So I take a picture and I post it, and
Oh.
yeah, and I go take a nap. I'm exhausted for the day, and I wake up and there's 4,000 phone calls from publicists, Metallica camp. What's going on? Get that picture off the day. These fans are gonna make copies of what you put on. And like, so what do? I come back and I'm the dick of the day. They have a thing called "You're the Dick of the Day," and they have a little penis, a little rubber penis that they stick to one of your items, and I got to walk around with this little penis thing. So it's the first gig to even happen yet. Well, that first show, Joe goes up. There's a lot of disasters, too much to even talk about, but we're getting by the show. No one's pissed, no one's angry, but I specifically said I've seen these guys 100 times. I've seen every tour, and since I've known James and Lars, I've been to 1 million shows. They're never, if it says 9 o'clock, they ain't coming out at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So when are they, and they're like, no, we want you there until they're ready to come out. They're 100% coming out at 9 o'clock. I must have asked this 4 times, and that production manager, Lug, looked me right in the face. He goes, swear to God. Okay. Well, I'm on stage. Joe's on stage with his readers playing the songs. And I now know I got to hype the crowd up. So I've got them all chanting, everyone say, Metallica, Metallica. I said, I think you're ready for Metallica. I'm going to go get them. And just like a movie, the guy's on the side, he's going, they're not ready. You got to stretch it out, dude. So I bring the crowd to a high level, and this now it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes of stalling, 15, and this crowd went from, you know what, man? We just don't like you anymore, and the middle fingers and the Joe Sib.
Talking about it right now gives me anxiety because it was.
Are we allowed to curse?
I mean,
I'll say this: Joe Sib's on stage. I'll never do it.
it's Sirius XM, so I think
I
we
know,
can.
but Sib turns to me and he goes, "Dude, we gotta get the F off the stage now." And I went, "I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying."
Yeah, I know. You know, I said this to him. No, what I really said is, I'm getting out of here. I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I go, I'm leaving the. So first of all, I had 2 computers because on DJs on the internet they have 2 computers. One of mine didn't even work. It was just for looks. And the other thing was is that when we got up there, the doors were at 6:30, and we weren't supposed to go on until like 7:30. The band's going to go on at 8:30. But Jim got so excited and so fired up with his shirt rifle that was going to shoot the shirts out. And he was and we weren't communicating. And then all of a sudden he's like, "We're going now!" Right at 6:30. So we were up there from 6:30 to about 9:30. We hold
3
the record. We hold the record for the longest opening act for Metallica ever. No instruments, just me and 2 computers, and Jim running around with a shirt gun that won't shoot shirts.
It would never shoot. It go,
Oh, such
darn it!
and the whole crowd.
So sad. Yeah.
But the thing,
So sad.
the thing was that they had me that night on the stage DJing, and I never thought about why that was such a bad idea, because you guys, you play Iron Maiden, that's a 7-minute song. That's a lot of time to be standing there, and you start looking around, and there's nowhere to escape. There's no behind me. There's people in front of me to the side. So when Jim kept leaving, he didn't realize this. He would leave and go backstage for a second and almost have like a moment of clarity. I, on the other hand, had to stand out there and just take it to the face. And like Jim's right, like kids that at first were like, okay, this is kind of cool. Yeah. They turned and all of a sudden you had the whole entire stadium just giving me the middle finger. Little kids, their parents were allowing them to flip the man off on stage,
encouraging them.
Yeah, and then I didn't know this either. For some reason, the only show we did, it was a dry show. So
really? Yes.
Yeah, there's no booze.
Because it's on campus.
Yeah, and they're eating ice cream. I'll never forget it. I'm like, why? And it was like a bad dream. I'm like, here I am DJing at Metallica. It's all falling apart. Breuer's left me out here by myself. I'm playing an Iron Maiden song that's way too long, and people are eating these little things of ice cream, and they're pissed with the ice cream. Like, how can you be pissed with ice cream? I was so weird. And then finally, I'll never forget this. The guy had that sign. It said, "Stretch it out." And I'll never forget this. Russell, I swear to God, I said, F this. I remember I had my wallet. I said, forget these computers. I will leave all this stuff here. I'm out. And I literally grabbed my stuff. I go, I don't care. I'm out. And thank God the band went on stage.
Damn.
Because I was out. I was like, I'm done, dude. Life is too short.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I just grabbed all my stuff and I just bailed. And when I got down stage, if they fired me right there, I was ready for it. I was like, cool. I got my wallet. I'm flying home. I'm done.
Aren't you happy that was a dry show, though? Because if that had been a drunk
you know what?
crowd,
I never thought of that.
It could have got real ugly.
Yeah.
If it wasn't.
But then this guy is just laughing hysterically.
I did.
He thought it was hilarious. He's like, we'll figure it out. I'm shaking, dude.
After the show, right? Like, now we're done. And he literally says, like, dude, I can't do this. I'm leaving. I don't want to do this anymore. And I was laughing.
He was laughing.
Because I've been in the industry a million years. This is the first show we needed to do. I'm playing baseball. I don't know what kind of pitches this pitcher throws. I've never seen them. I don't know. I know how to adjust.
Right.
So I already immediately knew what the adjustment was. And he's like, dude, I'm out. I went, no. And even the head of management.
Oh, God.
Their head manager, Peter, comes in our
Pete
room.
and Cliff were both there.
And he's like, I thought because you and James are so close, and Laura thought the guys wouldn't screw you like that. But, yeah, they screwed you pretty hard. And just walked away. And I felt at that moment we had something to prove, because the entire crew, and listen, I'm not dumb. I knew there was a lot of people going, you're bringing who on this tour? That guy ain't. So you had a lot of naysayers, and it was James who was like, he'll figure it out. Yeah. James always gave me that trust. And the next day, what I
Minneapolis.
said, the next night I went, you know what? I ain't never being put. I went backstage. I went to the production manager. I went, nobody's putting me in that predicament again. All right, now before every Metallica concert, they go in a room and they jam between 30 minutes and 40 minutes before they even come out.
Yep.
So I said, I'm not going back on stage until I'm standing by the jam room. And when I see Lars leave that room and he looks me in the face and go, why aren't you bringing me up? Then I will go out and tell the crowd we're ready for Metallica.
Check out the Breuniverse every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you can't wait till then, sign up for Patreon and get it a day early, along with other exclusive content.